Okay, yeah, no, Chris was very disappointed that he couldn't make it. He hoped to be here in 2012, but he was expanding his family at that stage, and this year we thought we had it all in place. We've been dealing with him for months to get the approval, and it turned out that it hadn't gone through the right process, and last week it ended up it still had to go up to the Governor of California for the tick-off, and it didn't make it. So he apologises for not being here. He'd very much love to be here again. Last time when he didn't make it, he actually sent some presentations that we gave on his behalf, but that's no longer permitted under their government policy. So I've put something together on the recently released California's Biofouling Management regulations, which are going to come effective on the 1st of October next month. This is, if you've listened to Chris speak at any forum over, I forget how long it's taken, but I think he called one of his presentations the policy of sausage making or something like this. This has been a long, long process to get this actually into legislation. There's been iterations and reiterations, but they've finally got there. And in essence, it now is, the requirement is to follow the IMO biofouling guidelines. So what we have from in October, provisions will become effective, repeal of the hull husbandry reporting form, which was basically directed for ballast water, and replaced by a new invasive species program annual vessel reporting form. Now, this documentation is essentially very similar to the biofouling record book and what New Zealand and Jules has just mentioned. Those tick boxes basically all apply. You know, do you meet the requirements? Is your anti-fouling coating within life? Have you undertaken in-water cleaning? When was your last dry docking, etc. So the remaining requirements, it's all linked into docking schedules. So after those dates, a vessel will be required to have a biofouling management plan, a biofouling record book, and mandatory biofouling management of the vessel's wettest surfaces. And essentially that means that you have to follow the IMO guidelines, and these are the regulations now which can be downloaded. And the key point is that if a vessel does not have a biofouling record book consistent with the requirements and is arriving at a Californian port for the first time since the most recent regularly scheduled out-of-water maintenance, etc., there shall be a 60-day grace period commencing on the date of arrival to enable the development of the required documents. So at this stage there's really no big teeth apart from the fact you have to have these documents and consistent. And just about, this is the regulation. Most of that is a reprint of the IMO biofouling guidelines. So they've developed something that is consistent with the IMO intention. And just to finish off, so I'm getting us back on time, Chris asked me to let you know that there is going to be a webinar on the 20th of September. If you want to participate in that, you need to RSVP to that particular email address by the 15th of September. If there's more information on the State Lands Council website, or you can contact Chris. And that's all I have to say, and I won't take any questions. Thank you.